Every success story begins with a single spark, a word, a thought, a declaration that sets the course for an extraordinary life. Imagine starting with nothing but a simple word, spoken with unwavering faith, and watching it transform your entire reality. This is the power of the spoken word, the force that shapes our destiny, commands the universe, and unlocks doors that once seemed impossible to open. In this speech, I will share the journey of how I rose from nothing to become a millionaire by the age of... It wasn't luck, inheritance, or connections. It was the deliberate, consistent use of one powerful tool, my word. Through faith, focus, and fearless speech, I attracted opportunities, overcame obstacles, and built wealth beyond what I once thought possible. If you're ready to harness the power of your own words and create the life you've always dreamed of, listen closely, because your millionaire story starts here, with your word. The power of a single word, how it all begins. When I look back on the journey that took me from having nothing to becoming a millionaire by the age of 26, one truth stands out above all else. It started with a single word. Nothing else mattered more than this. Not money, not connections, not education, just one powerful, intentional word spoken with unwavering faith and commitment. That word was wealth. You might be wondering, how can one word change a life? How can something as simple as a word move mountains? The answer lies in understanding the invisible power behind the spoken word, a power so profound that it shapes your subconscious, your mindset, and ultimately your reality. Words are seeds. Plant them with intention. Imagine your mind as a fertile garden, and your words as seeds. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and lack, the garden will grow weeds of limitation and poverty. But if you plant seeds of faith, courage, and abundance, the garden will flourish with success and wealth. This is not just metaphor, it is the spiritual and psychological truth I learned early in my life. I realized that the way I spoke to myself about money, success, and opportunity was directly influencing what I experienced every day. My first encounter with the power of words. I was young, broke, and surrounded by voices telling me what I couldn't do. Friends, family, society, they all echoed the same message. You're too young. Money is hard to come by. Success is reserved for the lucky few. At first, I believed them. For a moment, I allowed their words to become my truth. But deep inside, a spark ignited. I knew that if I stayed silent, if I accepted their words, I would never rise above my circumstance. So I decided to speak a different word, one that would become my shield and sword: wealth. The word that became my weapon. I didn't just say it once or twice. I spoke it like a command. Every day, multiple times a day, I declared, I am wealth. Wealth is my destiny. I live in abundance. My life is filled with prosperity. I spoke these words in the quiet moments before dawn. I repeated them walking down the street. I said them aloud in front of the mirror, looking myself in the eye and promising that this was my truth. Each time I spoke, I was reinforcing a new identity. I was programming my subconscious mind to believe that I was no longer defined by lack or limitation, but by wealth and abundance. The resistance of reality. But here's the thing, the world did not immediately conform to my word. My bank account remained empty for a long time. Opportunities seemed scarce. Doubts crept in. The external circumstances did not change overnight. This is the test of faith. It's easy to speak words when life feels good, but the real power of the spoken word is shown when you keep speaking even when everything else says no. I faced moments when it felt like giving up was the easier path, when the voices outside and inside screamed louder than my declaration, but I persisted. Because I knew the spoken word was a seed in the dark soil. It needed time to germinate, roots to grow, and strength to break through the surface. Consistency is the key. What made the difference was not just the words themselves, but the consistency with which I spoke them. I made it a ritual, morning, noon, and night. No matter how I felt, I said my wealth affirmations. No matter what challenges came, I kept planting those seeds with my speech. This consistency rewired my mind. It shifted my beliefs. It changed how I perceived myself and my opportunity. Soon I noticed a change, not just internally but in the world around me. Doors began to open. People started to take me seriously. Ideas flowed more freely. I found resources where before there were. The mindset shift, from lack to abundance. Speaking the word wealth daily made me aware of a powerful mindset shift. I stopped focusing on what I didn't have Instead, I focused on what I was becoming. My language shaped my action. When I said, "I am wealth," I began to act like a person worthy of wealth. I made smarter financial decisions. I invested my time and energy more wisely. I sought knowledge and mentors. My speech was not just hope, it was the blueprint for the millionaire I was building. How your words can change your life, too. You don't need anything but your word to start changing your life today. Choose your word carefully. It might be wealth, success, freedom, or abundance. Whatever it is, speak it with conviction every day. Say it loud, say it often, and believe it deeply. Your subconscious will follow, your mindset will evolve, your actions will align, and your reality will begin to transform. Why this matters more than anything else. Many people believe that education, money, or luck come first, but I'm telling you, the spoken word is the first step. It is the invisible engine behind all success. Without it, no amount of hard work or talent will bring lasting change. Because your words create your beliefs create your habits create your results. So start with your word, guard it, nourish it, speak it until it becomes your truth. Your millionaire journey starts now. If you want to become a millionaire by 26 or any age, start today with your word. Speak your future wealth before it arrives. Speak it louder than your fears and doubts. Speak it when no one else believes. Because your word is more powerful than any obstacle. I had nothing but a word, and that word made me a millionaire. Now it's your turn. 2. Building unshakable faith in your word. After embracing the power of a single word to set the foundation of my millionaire journey, the next challenge I faced was something everyone who starts with a dream encounters. Doubt whispered constantly, like a shadow that threatened to snuff out the flame of my spoken word. But I learned that the difference between those who reach their dreams and those who don't is not the absence of doubt, it's the courage to believe despite doubt. Let me tell you what building unshakable faith in your word really means, and how you can develop it so deeply that nothing and no one can shake you from your path. Understanding doubt, the silent thief of dreams. Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles you will ever face. It's sneaky because it often sounds reasonable. It can sound like your own inner voice cautioning you to be realistic. It might tell you things like, "What if this doesn't work? Maybe I'm not good enough. Others have tried and failed. I don't have enough resources or experience." When I was on my path, I heard these thoughts every day. But I realized early on that doubt isn't your enemy. In fact, it's natural. Doubt is just your mind's way of processing uncertainty. The problem arises when you let doubt become your decision maker instead of your feelings of faith. Faith is a decision, not a feeling. Many people wait to feel confident before they take action, but confidence is often the result of action, not the other way around. Similarly, faith is not just a warm feeling or hope. It's a decision to believe in your word, your vision, and your future, regardless of what your current emotions say. When I began speaking wealth into existence, I didn't always feel hopeful. Some days I felt scared, overwhelmed, or frustrated. But I chose to keep believing anyway. I decided that my word was more powerful than my feelings. You can do the same. How to strengthen your faith daily. A repetition with emotion. Simply repeating your affirmations won't be enough if you say them mechanically. To build faith, you must feel every word as if it's already true. Imagine how it feels to have the wealth you're declaring. Let that feeling fill your heart and mind. Speak your words with passion and certainty. A visualization. Combine your spoken word with vivid mental pictures. See yourself living the life of a millionaire. Imagine the freedom, the joy, and the impact you create. The clearer your mental image, the more real your spoken word becomes to your subconscious. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment affects your faith. Surround yourself with people, books, music, and content that uplift and support your vision. Distance yourself from negative voices that sow seeds of doubt. This includes both people and media. Keep a faith journal. Write down your affirmations and the evidence you observe, no matter how small. This helps you notice progress and strengthens your belief in the process. Celebrate every tiny win. It's a sign that your word is working. Overcoming external doubts and criticism. When you start declaring your millionaire mindset loudly, expect some resistance. People who haven't adopted this way of thinking might question you, laugh, or discourage. When I shared my dream, some called me unrealistic or naive. But I realized that their doubts were projections of their own fears, not reflections of my potential. Instead of absorbing their negativity, I used their skepticism as fuel. I said, "I'll show you what faith can do." Their doubts became my motivation to speak my word louder. Faith is tested before it's rewarded. One of the toughest moments I faced was when it felt like nothing was changing. Months passed, and my bank account was still low. Opportunities seemed scarce. It would have been easy to give up, but faith demands perseverance. Faith is tested by circumstances that look discouraging. But if you keep speaking your word, keep believing, keep acting aligned with your vision, the universe begins to respond. One day, I received a call about a business opportunity that changed everything. That breakthrough wasn't luck, it was the fruit of consistent faith, even when the harvest was invisible. The power of words to shape reality. Remember, what you speak, you command. When you say, "I am wealth," you are not just telling others, you are convincing yourself. Your subconscious mind accepts that as fact and adjusts your beliefs, your habits, and your focus accordingly. Faith strengthens this process. The more faith you have in your words, the more powerful they become. Moving beyond fear. Fear is the opposite of it. Whispers, "What if you fail?" Faith replies, "What if I succeed?" You must learn to recognize fear without letting it control your speech or decisions. Whenever fear surfaces, consciously replace it with faith-filled words. Instead of saying, "I don't know if this will work," say, "I know this is working for me." Instead of "I'm afraid of failure," say, "I trust my success journey." This simple but consistent shift rewires your brain and changes your experience, aligning actions with your word. Faith isn't passive, it demands action that matches your declarations. When I spoke wealth daily, I also educated myself about finances. I invested in learning about money management, entrepreneurship, and growth. I sought mentors who believed in abundance. I took risks aligned with my millionaire vision. Your faith grows stronger when you take inspired actions that match your words. The faith-fueled millionaire mindset. By building unshakable faith in your spoken word, you cultivate a mindset that no setback can break. This mindset sees obstacles as lessons, criticism as fuel, and delays as preparation. You become a person who doesn't wait for perfect conditions, you create them through faith and persistence. This mindset is what transformed me from someone with nothing into a millionaire. It's what can do the same for you. Your invitation today. If you're serious about becoming a millionaire, start by making a choice. Decide today to build faith in your spoken word. Decide to speak your wealth with conviction every day. Decide to believe deeply, even when evidence seems lacking. Faith is the bridge between the word you speak and the wealth you receive. Your millionaire future is waiting on your faith. 3. Taking aligned action, turning words into reality. By now, you've embraced the power of a single word and committed to building unshakable faith in that word. You've declared your wealth. You've chosen to believe deeply, and you've begun to reshape your inner world with the language of abundance. But there is a critical next step to truly becoming a millionaire: taking aligned action. Words and faith alone are powerful, but they must be matched by deliberate, consistent actions that reflect the millionaire identity you are creating. Without action, words remain empty promises. With action, your spoken word moves from the invisible to the tangible. Understanding aligned action. Aligned action means taking steps that are in harmony with the vision you have declared. It's not about random hustling or busy work. It's about focused, intentional efforts that directly support the wealth you are speaking into existence. Aligned action is the physical expression of your inner commitments. It's the bridge between thought and reality, faith and manifestation. When I was building my millionaire journey, I realized quickly that affirmations and belief had to be coupled with learning, decisions, and behaviors that fit the financial freedom I was declaring. The danger of waiting for motivation or perfect conditions. Many people hesitate to act because they don't feel ready or motivated. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect resources. This waiting is a silent killer of dreams. I had no $1 million to invest. I had no fancy degree. I had no guaranteed safety net. What I had was a word and the willingness to act on it, no matter how small the step. The truth is, motivation rarely precedes action. Action creates motivation. You don't need to feel ready to start. Starting will make you ready. Practical steps I took. Learning and growing. To turn my spoken word into wealth, I committed myself to education. I read books on money management, investing, and entrepreneurship. I listened to mentors and sought advice from those who had walked the path before me. Learning empowered me to make better decisions and recognize opportunities I would have missed otherwise. Take time every day to educate yourself. Even if it's just 10 minutes of reading, listening, or studying, that knowledge compounds and creates a foundation for success. Taking calculated risks. Becoming a millionaire requires stepping out of your comfort zone. It demands risk-taking, but smart, calculated risks. I wasn't reckless. I didn't gamble what I didn't have. Instead, I invested time and resources carefully into opportunities that aligned with my vision and values. Think about your strengths and interests. Where can you apply your word of wealth? What small risks can you take today to move closer to your goal? Surround yourself with the right people. No millionaire makes it alone. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset and results. I sought out individuals who believed in abundance and growth. Their faith fueled mine. Their ideas expanded my vision. Avoid naysayers who drain your energy or question your dream. Find mentors, friends, or communities that support your millionaire identity. Consistency in action. The millionaire's secret. Millionaires succeed not by grand gestures alone, but by small, consistent actions done daily. It's the compound effect of those actions that create lasting wealth. Every day, I made choices, sometimes small, sometimes bold, that reflected my spoken word. Whether it was reaching out to a potential client, saving a portion of my income, or brainstorming new ideas, every aligned action built momentum. Embracing failure as feedback. On the path to wealth, failure is inevitable, but how you respond to failure defines your success. I experienced setbacks, lost money, and made mistakes. Instead of letting them stop me, I treated failures as lessons. Each mistake showed me what not to do and pointed me toward better choices. Your word remains true even when the road gets tough. Failures are not contradictions to your word. They are part of the growth process. Align your habits with your word. Beyond big decisions, daily habits reflect your millionaire mindset. I replaced habits of scarcity, like overspending or procrastinating, with habits of abundance, like budgeting, goal setting, and discipline. What you do daily speaks louder than what you say. Align your habits with your spoken wealth and watch your life transform. Visualize action and outcome together. Visualization is not just about imagining wealth, it's about imagining the process too. See yourself working diligently, making smart moves, building relationships, and taking risks. Visualize the actions that will bring your spoken word to life. This mental rehearsal strengthens your resolve and prepares you for real-world execution. Trust the process. Adjust when needed. Taking aligned action requires patience and flexibility. Sometimes the path isn't straight. You may need to pivot or try new approaches. Trust your word and your vision, but be willing to adjust your tactics. Growth demands both steadfast faith and wise adaptability. The transformational power of aligned action. As I consistently matched my words with action, my external world began to shift. Opportunities appeared that I hadn't imagined. Doors I thought were closed opened wide. My bank balance started to grow steadily. This transformation is not magic. It's the natural result of speaking your word, believing it, and acting as if it's already true. Your call to action. If you want to become a millionaire by 26 or at any age, you must pair your powerful word and unwavering faith with consistent, aligned action. Ask yourself today, what action can I take right now that reflects my word of wealth? How can I learn, grow, and move forward every day? Who can I surround myself with to support my millionaire mindset? What habits do I need to change or build to align with my vision? Begin immediately. Start small if you must, but take the first step, because your spoken word deserves to be lived out. Your faith demands expression, and your millionaire future waits for your action. 4. Mastering your mindset. Becoming the millionaire you speak into existence. So far, you've learned the incredible power of the spoken word, the necessity of unwavering faith, and the vital role of aligned action. These steps set the foundation, but to truly become the millionaire you declare, there is one more, often overlooked factor that can either accelerate or sabotage your journey: your mindset. Mastering your mindset means transforming how you think, feel, and respond to the world. It is becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts wealth, not by chance, but by the power of their inner world. Why mindset matters more than anything else. Think about it for a moment. Why do some people consistently create wealth, no matter the economy, while others struggle despite equal or greater effort? The difference lies in mindset. Mindset is the lens through which you view your life and possibilities. It's the mental attitude that governs your beliefs about money, success, and your own worthiness. Without the right mindset, your words and actions can't fully manifest because your inner world resists change. You may find yourself self-sabotaging, procrastinating, or attracting situations that confirm limiting beliefs. Mastering your mindset removes those blocks and clears the way for your millionaire identity to thrive. Identifying limiting beliefs. The first step in mastering your mindset is to identify limiting beliefs. Those negative, unconscious thoughts that hold you back. Common limiting beliefs about money include: rich people are greedy or dishonest. I'll never escape financial struggle. Even if you consciously speak words of wealth, these hidden beliefs can create resistance. How to recognize your limiting beliefs. Start by paying attention to your automatic thoughts, especially around money. Notice feelings of fear, anxiety, or discomfort when you think about wealth. Ask yourself, hey, what do I believe about money deep down? Where did these beliefs come from? Family? Society? Past experiences? How do these beliefs affect my actions? Awareness is the first step toward change, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Once you identify your limiting beliefs, the next step is to replace them with empowering truths aligned with your millionaire word. For every negative belief, create a positive affirmation. For example, a workplace money is hard to come by with money flows to me easily and abundantly. Replace I'm not good enough with I am worthy of unlimited wealth. Replace I'll never escape struggle with I am breaking free from all financial limitations. Repeat these affirmations daily with conviction. Use visualization to feel the truth of these new beliefs deep. Cultivating a growth mindset. A millionaire mindset is a growth mindset, a belief that your abilities, intelligence, and circumstances can improve with effort and learning. This mindset embraces challenges as opportunities to grow. It views failures not as proof of inadequacy but as valuable feedback. By adopting a growth mindset, you open yourself to continuous improvement. You become resilient, adaptable, and motivated to keep moving forward, no matter set. Practice gratitude and abundance. Gratitude is a powerful mindset tool that rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. Daily gratitude shifts your attention to what is already working in your life. This shift raises your vibration and aligns you with more prosperity. Create a gratitude practice. Each day, write down or say aloud at least 3 things you're grateful for, especially related to money and success. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll notice opportunities and resources you previously overlooked. Surround yourself with millionaire energy. Your environment influences your mindset profoundly. To master your mindset, surround yourself with people, books, podcasts, and media that reflect and reinforce abundance. Join groups or communities focused on wealth building and positive thinking. Engage with mentors and role models who inspire you. Distance yourself from negative influences that drain your energy or instill doubt. Mindfulness and emotional mastery. Mastering mindset also means mastering your emotion. Wealth creation requires calm, clarity, and focused energy, not stress, anxiety, or impulsiveness. Practice mindfulness techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling to stay centered. When faced with challenges, pause and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. This discipline strengthens your millionaire mindset. Visualize the millionaire you are becoming. Visualization is a key tool for mindset mastery. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living your millionaire life. See yourself confident, successful, making wise financial decisions, enjoying the lifestyle you desire. Feel the emotions associated with this life: joy, freedom, security. This mental rehearsal programs your brain to accept your new reality as inevitable. Embrace the identity of a millionaire. Mindset mastery means becoming the millionaire you want to be, not just thinking about it or waiting for it. This involves embodying millionaire habits and values: discipline with money, responsibility for your actions, generosity and giving, lifelong learning, visionary thinking. Acting as if you already are a millionaire rewires your brain and attracts wealth naturally. Daily millionaire mindset practices. Create daily routines that support your mindset growth. morning affirmations and visualization, reading or listening to wealth-building content, journaling successes and lessons learned, setting clear measurable goals, reflecting on progress and adjusting strategies, consistency and mindset practices, compounds into unstoppable success. The mindset manifestation connection. Your mindset is the soil in which your spoken word and actions grow. If your mindset is fertile, your declarations will bear fruit. If your mindset is barren or toxic, even the strongest words and actions will struggle. Mastering your mindset unlocks the full power of your spoken word. It makes your millionaire identity real and sustainable. Your invitation to master your mindset. The millionaire you desire is not just about money, it's about who you become. Today, commit to mastering your mindset. Be vigilant about your thoughts. Replace limiting beliefs. Cultivate gratitude. Embody your millionaire self. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Train it well. 5. Harnessing the power of persistence. The unstoppable force behind your word. Up to this point, you've embraced the power of a single word, cultivated unshakable faith in it, taken consistent aligned action, and begun mastering your mindset to become the millionaire you envision. Each of these steps is essential, but there's one critical quality that will ultimately determine whether your journey succeeds or stalls: persistence. Persistence is the relentless commitment to your word and your vision despite challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. It's the inner fire that keeps burning when the world seems cold, the engine that powers you forward when progress feels slow or invisible. Without persistence, even the best plans and intentions fade away. Why persistence is more important than talent or luck. Many people believe that success depends on talent, luck, or external circumstances. While these factors can influence your path, they do not guarantee achievement. What consistently separates the millionaires from the dreamers is persistence, the refusal to give up. Talent without persistence often remains undeveloped potential. Luck without persistence is fleeting and unpredictable, but persistence is within your control every single day. I have seen individuals who were incredibly talented but quit too early. I've witnessed others who waited passively for luck to arrive but never acted. Neither reached the heights they dreamed of. Persistence creates momentum. It turns effort into results and vision into reality. My personal encounter with persistence. In my early years, the journey to millionaire status was far from smooth. I faced countless obstacles, opportunities slipped through my fingers. Money was tight beyond words. Friends and family doubted my ambition. At times I questioned myself. There were days when giving up seemed like the easier path, when frustration, fear, and exhaustion loomed large. But every time those moments came, I returned to my word, the word that set me on this path in the first place. I spoke it again. I reaffirmed my faith. I took another step forward. Persistence was my weapon to outlast obstacles and outgrow limitations. How to build relentless persistence. Persistence is a muscle you can strengthen with intentional practice. Here are some ways I cultivated unyielding persistence that you can apply too. Set crystal clear goals. A vague goal creates weak persistence. When your vision is clear and specific, I will be a millionaire by age 26. Your commitment deep. Write down your goals and revisit them often. Clarity fuels focus and tenacity. Break goals into manageable steps. Large ambitions can feel overwhelming. Persistence thrives on small wins. Break your vision into daily, weekly, and monthly tasks. Celebrate completing each one. The compound effect builds unstoppable momentum. Develop daily rituals. Create routines that anchor you to your word. Daily affirmations, visualization, reading, and action tasks build consistency. These habits create a persistent rhythm that keeps you on track even when motivation dips. Celebrate every victory. Acknowledging progress, no matter how small, sustains enthusiasm. Each milestone reached reinforces belief in your vision and boosts your determination to continue. Reframe setbacks as lessons. View obstacles not as failures but as invaluable feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I improve? This mindset turns discouragement into fuel. Visualize overcoming challenges. Mentally rehearse facing difficulties and rising above them. Visualization builds mental resilience, making real-life persistence easier. Persistence in action. Real-world examples. Persistence isn't passive endurance. It's active, deliberate effort. Here's what it looks like in daily life. Making follow-up calls and sending emails even when ignored. Trying new strategies after failure instead of quitting. waking up early consistently to work on your goals, continuing to learn and improve despite slow progress, reaffirming your word daily regardless of external circumstances. When you persist, you outlast those who quit. You keep moving while others stop. Balancing persistence with self-care. Persistence does not mean burning yourself out. Far from it. Sustainable persistence requires caring for your physical, mental, and emotional health. When you're rested, focused, and energized, persistence becomes easier and more effective. Take breaks, exercise, eat well, and cultivate support systems. These practices replenish your strength and prevent burnout. The mindset of persistent millionaires. Persistent millionaires embody these traits. Patience with the process. They understand that success is a journey, not a sprint. Resilience to setbacks. They bounce back quickly and learn from mistakes. Adaptability. They adjust tactics but never abandon their word or vision. Unwavering belief. They trust their word and the process no matter what. Disciplined consistency. They show up every day with purpose. Stories of persistence leading to breakthroughs. Some of the most iconic successes in history showcase persistence. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. J.K. Rowling faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter was published. Oprah Winfrey overcame poverty and setbacks to become a media mogul. Your story is no different. Keep persisting until your breakthrough. Common obstacles to persistence and how to overcome them. Fear of failure. Reframe failure as a stepping stone to success. Lack of immediate results. Trust the process. Success often comes after unseen progress. Discouragement from others. Protect your vision. Surround yourself with supportive people. Self-doubt. Return to your spoken word and affirmations. Fatigue. Prioritize rest and self-care. Practical tips. To stay persistent, write your why. Remind yourself why you started. Use reminders, sticky notes, alarms, or journals to keep you focused. Find accountability partners, someone to cheer you on and hold you accountable. Visualize success daily. Keep your destination vivid in your mind. Celebrate progress. Reward yourself for milestones achieved. Your personal invitation. Commit to persistence today. Persistence is the bridge that connects your spoken word to your millionaire reality. It's the daily decision to keep going, no matter what. Today, make an unbreakable commitment to your word and your vision. Speak your wealth every day. Take aligned action consistently. Master your mindset. And above all, persist with passion and purpose. Your millionaire future isn't just a dream. It's a promise waiting for your persistence to unlock. 6. Cultivating gratitude. The magnet that attracts wealth. At this stage in your journey, you have planted your word with intention, built unshakable faith, taken consistent aligned action, mastered your mindset, and harnessed the unstoppable power of persistence. These are powerful foundations that will carry you far toward your goal of becoming a millionaire. Yet there is a deeply transformative practice that not only accelerates your journey, but also amplifies your results beyond measure. That practice is gratitude. Gratitude is more than just a polite thank you or fleeting feeling of appreciation. It is a profound, intentional attitude that rewires your brain, elevates your energy, and opens the door to abundance. When you cultivate genuine gratitude, you become a powerful magnet for wealth, opportunities, joy, and fulfillment. The science and spirit behind gratitude. Modern neuroscience has revealed how gratitude physically changes your brain and body. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the neurotransmitters responsible for happiness and well-being. This elevates your mood, reduces stress, and enhances resilience. More importantly, gratitude shifts your mental focus away from scarcity, what you lack, toward abundance, what you already have. This shift is crucial because your mind tends to attract what it focuses on. A scarcity mindset draws more lack, while an abundance mindset naturally attracts more wealth. Spiritually, gratitude is the language of receiving. It aligns you with the flow of the universe, signaling readiness to accept the blessings already on their way to you. It creates a positive, energetic frequency that draws good things into your life, including financial prosperity. Why gratitude is the secret ingredient for millionaire success. Many people chase after wealth while focusing obsessively on what they don't have, their debts, limitations, or failures. This scarcity focus blocks the natural flow of abundance. They speak words of desire but feel inside as if they are empty or undeserving. In contrast, those who cultivate gratitude build a fertile ground in their mind and spirit for wealth to grow. Millionaires consistently express thanks for every resource, relationship, and opportunity they have, even the smallest ones. They recognize that wealth already exists around them and within them, and their appreciation expands this reality. Gratitude creates an upward spiral. The more you appreciate, the more you attract. The more you attract, the more you have to appreciate. It is the cornerstone of a rich and fulfilled life. How I personally integrated gratitude into my journey. At the beginning of my journey, when finances were tight and uncertainty loomed large, I committed to practicing gratitude daily. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, I found reasons to be thankful. A kind word from a stranger, a moment of learning from failure, a small financial gain however modest, the support of friends and family, the ability to speak my word with hope and confidence. Every morning I wrote down these blessings. Every night, I reflected on the day's moments of grace. This simple habit transformed my perspective. It made my spoken word of wealth feel authentic and accessible, even when the external results hadn't yet caught up. Practical steps to cultivate deep gratitude. To harness the power of gratitude fully, it helps to integrate specific practices into your daily life. Here are some effective steps you can start today. Daily gratitude journaling. Writing down at least 5 things you are grateful for every day anchors your mind in abundance. Be specific and intentional. Instead of vague statements like "I'm grateful for my family," try "I'm grateful for the encouraging conversation I had with my sister today." The act of writing solidifies your appreciation and creates a tangible record of your blessings. Gratitude affirmations. Combine your spoken wealth affirmations with gratitude. For example, "I am grateful for the abundance flowing freely into my life. Thank you for the financial opportunities I receive each day. I appreciate the wealth I am creating and the freedom it brings." Speaking affirmations with genuine feeling strengthens their impact on your subconscious mind. 3. Express appreciation to others. Gratitude is relational. Expressing thanks to mentors, friends, family members, colleagues, even strangers builds stronger connections and raises your vibration. Send a thank you note, call to express appreciation, or simply say thank you sincerely. This practice enhances your energy and invites more positivity into your life. 4. Mindful moments of gratitude. Throughout your day, pause to notice and appreciate small things that often go unnoticed. The warmth of sunlight, a smile from a passerby, the taste of your morning coffee. These mindful acknowledgments train your brain to seek abundance continually, making gratitude an effortless habit. 5. Visualization with gratitude. When you visualize your millionaire life, add the feeling of gratitude as if it's already yours. Imagine the joy of financial freedom, the peace of security, and the satisfaction of abundance. Feel thankful for these blessings as you picture them vividly. This emotional connection makes your visualization more powerful and realistic. Overcoming challenges to gratitude. Practicing gratitude consistently isn't always easy. Life throws challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. When you face difficulty, your mind naturally gravitates toward frustration or despair. In those moments, remember that gratitude is a conscious choice. Even when circumstances seem bleak, you can choose to find silver linings, lessons learned, growth experienced, or future possibilities. This choice isn't about ignoring pain, but about shifting focus to what empowers you. Gratitude in adversity builds resilience and keeps your vibration high, preparing you for the breakthroughs ahead. The synergy of gratitude in your spoken word. Gratitude and your spoken word of wealth are a dynamic duo. When combined, they create an energetic resonance that accelerates manifestation. Speaking affirmations like "I am wealthy," with gratitude for the wealth that is already present, activates your subconscious mind to align your beliefs and actions with this reality. Gratitude grounds your word in emotional truth. It transforms affirmations from hopeful statements into lived experiences. The ripple effect of gratitude. Gratitude's power extends far beyond wealth. It enriches your health, relationships, creativity, and overall happiness. By cultivating gratitude, you improve every facet of your life. As your gratitude grows, you'll notice more opportunities appearing, better ideas flowing, and more supportive people entering your sphere. This ripple effect propels your millionaire journey with unstoppable momentum. A sample daily gratitude practice. To integrate gratitude fully, consider the following daily routine. Morning. Upon waking, write 3 specific things you are grateful for. Speak your wealth affirmations with heartfelt gratitude. Throughout the day, stay mindful of moments to appreciate. Verbally thank others for their kindness or help. Evening. Reflect on the day's blessings and lessons learned. Journal them with feeling. Express thanks for the progress you've made toward your millionaire goal. Your invitation to embrace gratitude today. If you desire to accelerate your millionaire journey, begin cultivating gratitude immediately. Make it your daily priority. Gratitude is the magnet that pulls your spoken wealth from the invisible realm into your tangible reality. It is the key that unlocks abundance in all areas of your life. Commit now to seeing life through the lens of gratitude, and watch as your millionaire vision unfolds with grace and ease. 7. Building powerful relationships. Your network is your net worth. As you continue your journey toward millionaire success, having established your word, fortified your faith, taken consistent aligned action, mastered your mindset, harnessed persistence, and cultivated gratitude, it's time to focus on one of the most powerful forces that will shape your financial destiny: relationships. The truth is, wealth is rarely created in isolation. Behind every millionaire, there's a network of relationships that has propelled them forward. Mentors who provided guidance, peers who held them accountable, partners who collaborated with them, and supporters who uplifted their spirit. The phrase, "your network is your net worth," is more than a catchy saying. It's a fundamental principle in wealth creation. Why relationships are critical for your wealth journey. Relationships open doors that money alone cannot buy. When you cultivate genuine, supportive connections, you create pathways for new opportunities, insights, and resources. Here's how powerful relationships affect your journey. They open doors. Many business deals, job offers, and investment opportunities come through personal connection. A well-nurtured network introduces you to people and possibilities that you wouldn't encounter otherwise. They provide guidance. Mentors and advisors help you avoid costly mistakes and accelerate your progress by sharing their wisdom and experience. They offer emotional support. Pursuing big dreams is challenging, and having people who believe in you, encourage you, and help you stay motivated is invaluable. They challenge and push you. Trusted peers hold you accountable, inspire you to grow, and provide constructive feedback. Without strong, positive relationships, even the best plans can falter because you lack the support system and opportunities that fuel sustained success. The different types of relationships you need to cultivate. Your network is made up of various relationships, each serving a unique role in your journey. They can provide priceless insights, shortcuts, and encouragement. Role models inspire you by their example, showing you what is possible. These peers challenge you to stay consistent, share their own progress and struggles, and create a community of mutual growth. Supportive family and friends. Your inner circle forms your emotional backbone. Their belief in you fuels your motivation. While they may not always understand the intricacies of your journey, their encouragement and love are irreplaceable. These relationships are practical and strategic. How I built my network. Lessons you can apply. When I started, my social circle was nowhere near the level of influence or success I aspired to. I didn't come from a wealthy background, and I had no natural connections to millionaires or entrepreneurs. But I made a deliberate decision. I would intentionally build a network that supported my millionaire vision. Here's what I did, and what you can do. Attend events where successful people gather. Conferences, seminars, workshops, and networking meetups are gold mines for connecting with mentors, peers, and potential collaborators. Reach out to mentors, even if it feels intimidating. Many successful people are surprisingly willing to help when approached respectfully. A sincere message asking for advice can open doors. Join mastermind groups or communities. Surround yourself with peers on similar paths. These groups provide accountability, fresh ideas, and moral support. Invest in authentic relationships. Rather than superficial connections, I focused on building genuine friendships based on trust and mutual respect. Be patient and persistent. Building meaningful relationships takes time. It's a long-term investment. Tips for building powerful relationships that last. To build a network that genuinely supports your millionaire journey, practice these principles. Be authentic. People connect with realness. Be yourself. Share your vision honestly, and show vulnerability when appropriate. Give before you get. Offer help, value, or support without expecting immediate returns. Generosity fosters goodwill and builds strong bonds. Listen actively. Pay attention, ask thoughtful questions, and remember details about others. This deepens trust and shows you care. Be open to learning from everyone. Every person you meet holds a lesson or opportunity. Approach relationships with curiosity and humility. Overcoming common challenges in networking. Many people hesitate to build relationships due to fear of rejection, social anxiety, or feelings of unworthiness. If this resonates with you, know that these fears are normal but manageable. Fear of rejection. Remember that rejection is not personal. Not every connection will flourish, and that's okay. Keep trying. Social anxiety. Start small. Practice networking in low-pressure environments or online forums before progressing to bigger events. Feeling unworthy. Your value isn't measured by your current status or bank balance. Your genuine desire to connect and grow is enough. Time constraints. Quality over quantity matters. Even a few meaningful relationships make a huge difference. Leveraging technology to expand your network. In the digital age, building relationships is easier and more accessible than ever. LinkedIn. Use this professional platform to connect with industry leaders, peers, and mentors. Personalize connection requests and engage with content. Social media groups. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter host countless communities related to entrepreneurship, wealth building, and personal growth. Virtual events and webinars. Attend online seminars to learn and meet like-minded people worldwide. Messaging apps. Maintain and deepen relationships through regular chats and video calls. Technology breaks down geographical barriers and allows you to build a global network that serves your millionaire vision. The power of giving back in relationships. Successful millionaires understand the importance of giving back to their network. Relationships thrive on reciprocity, whether through mentoring others, sharing valuable information, offering referrals, or simply lending an ear. Giving strengthens your connections and builds your reputation as a generous, trustworthy person. Giving back creates a positive cycle of abundance. As you help others grow, you grow alongside them. They seek out diversity in their networks, learning from different backgrounds and industries. They prioritize deep, authentic relationships rather than collecting superficial contacts. They express gratitude and appreciation toward everyone in their network. They offer value consistently without expecting immediate returns. Real-life examples of relationship power. Oprah Winfrey's journey includes a network of trusted advisors, collaborators, and friends who encouraged her to push boundaries. Steve Jobs cultivated relationships with brilliant engineers and creative minds that helped shape Apple's innovative culture. Your journey can be similarly supported by the right people. How to start building your network today. Here are actionable steps to take immediately. Reach out to someone you admire and ask for a short meeting or advice. Join a local or online group aligned with your goal. Schedule regular catch-ups with supportive friends or peers. Volunteer your skills or time to give value and meet new people. Your invitation. Invest in your relationships now. Your millionaire word becomes unstoppable when supported by a strong network. Commit today to intentionally building and nurturing relationships that empower your vision. Remember, wealth is as much about who you know as what you know. Your network is truly your net worth. 8. Mastering your time. The ultimate wealth resource. As you continue your millionaire journey, having planted your word, built faith, taken action, mastered your mindset, embraced persistence, cultivated gratitude, and built powerful relationships, one truth stands clear: time is your most valuable asset. How you manage and master your time will determine how fast, how effectively, and how fully you achieve your millionaire vision. Many aspiring millionaires overlook this critical truth. They focus on money, skills, or connections, but neglect the management of their minutes and hours. Yet time is the one resource you cannot replenish. Every second that passes is gone forever. You can earn more money, but you can never get back lost time. Mastering your time means learning to prioritize, eliminate distractions, and invest every moment into your highest value activities. This mastery will multiply your productivity, accelerate your success, and free you from the trap of busyness without progress. The true value of time. Think about this. If you had $1 million in cash, but only one day left to spend it, would you squander it on trivial things? Most wouldn't. You would carefully invest that money to maximize impact. Time is the same. How you spend your 24 hours each day is a direct investment in your future wealth. If you waste time, you are losing your most precious capital. If you master it, you build exponential returns. Remember, millionaires understand that time equals money, but more importantly, Time equals life. How poor time management limits wealth. Poor time management often looks like endless distractions and interruptions, multitasking without focus, procrastination and avoidance of critical tasks, reacting to urgent but unimportant matters, lack of clear goals and planning. These habits drain your energy, waste your potential, and prolong the path to millionaire status. When you fail to manage your time, you allow external circumstances to control your day instead of driving it with intention. Millionaires' approach to time mastery. Successful millionaires treat time like a precious currency. Here's how they manage it differently. They plan their day with clear priorities. They focus on high-impact tasks that drive their vision forward. They eliminate distractions and say no to time wasters. They delegate or outsource lower-value activities. They create routines and rituals that optimize energy and productivity. Mastering your time is about making deliberate choices that maximize your results and minimize wasted effort. Steps to master your time and multiply your wealth. 1. Set clear, written goals. Write down your millionaire goals with deadlines. Break them into monthly, weekly, and daily milestones. Clear goals give direction and help you focus your time on what truly matters. Prioritize ruthlessly using the 80-20 rule. Identify the 20% of activities that produce 80% of your results. Prioritize these tasks daily. Eliminate or delegate the rest. Create a daily schedule or time block. Plan your day in advance, assigning specific blocks of time for focused work, breaks, meetings, and personal activities. Use tools like calendars, planners, or apps. Limit distractions and deepen focus. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a dedicated workspace. Practice techniques like Pomodoro 25-minute focused work sprints to boost concentration. Learn to say no. Respect your time by declining invitations, requests, or tasks that don't align with your goals. Saying no frees up space for what truly matters. 6. Delegate and outsource. If possible, delegate lower-value tasks to others or outsource them. Focus your energy where you add the most value. 7. Schedule breaks and self-care. Productivity isn't about non-stop work. Regular breaks, exercise, and rest recharge your brain and body, enhancing overall efficiency. Overcoming common time management challenges. Procrastination. Break tasks into small steps. Start with easy wins and build momentum. Overcommitment. Learn to assess your capacity honestly and prioritize. Distractions. Identify your biggest distractions and set clear boundaries. Perfectionism. Accept that done is better than perfect to keep moving forward. Mastery over these challenges empowers you to reclaim your day. The power of morning routines. Many millionaires swear by strong morning routines. Starting your day with intentional habits, like meditation, journaling, exercise, or affirmations, sets the tone for productivity and focus. A powerful morning routine aligns your mind with your millionaire word and primes you for action. Using technology wisely. Technology can be both a tool and a trap. Use productivity apps, reminders, and calendars to organize your time, but avoid falling into endless scrolling or distractions. Set specific times for checking emails and social media, rather than constant interruption. Time mastery and your millionaire mindset. Mastering your time is a mindset as much as a skill. It requires valuing yourself and your vision enough to protect your minutes fiercely. Recognize that each moment invested wisely is an investment in your millionaire future. Time mastery is a commitment to honor your word every day. Real-life example. When I learned to master my time, my progress accelerated dramatically. I stopped reacting to every email or distraction. I created clear goals and broke them into daily tasks. I said no to commitments that didn't align with my vision. The results? I became more productive, less stressed, and moved faster toward my millionaire goal. Time stopped being a barrier and became my ally. Your invitation: take control of your time today. If you want to speed up your millionaire journey, commit to mastering your time. Start with small changes, build routines, and protect your day fiercely. Remember, every second you invest wisely compounds into lasting wealth. Your millionaire word deserves your best minute. 9. Embracing continuous learning. The fuel that propels you forward. As you move closer to your millionaire vision, having planted your word, built unwavering faith, taken consistent aligned action, mastered your mindset, cultivated persistence, practiced gratitude, built powerful relationships, and mastered your time. The next vital step to accelerate your journey is continuous learning. In a world that's ever-changing, where new technologies, ideas, and opportunities emerge daily, your ability to learn, adapt, and grow is the fuel that propels you forward. Millionaires are not born with all the answers. They become experts by dedicating themselves to lifelong learning. They invest time, energy, and resources into expanding their knowledge and skill. Why continuous learning is essential for wealth creation. Learning keeps your mind sharp and your vision clear. It allows you to stay ahead of the curve. Markets, industries, and technologies evolve rapidly. Those who don't learn risk falling behind. Identify new opportunities. Learning opens your eyes to trends, niches, and possibilities others miss. Enhance problem-solving skills. Knowledge equips you to navigate challenges creatively and confidently. Build credibility and confidence. Expertise builds your reputation and your self-belief. Increase your value. The more you know, the more you can contribute, and the higher your earning potential. Continuous learning transforms you from a passive dreamer into an empowered creator of wealth. How I made learning a cornerstone of my success. In the early days, I recognized that knowledge was a key differentiator between where I was and where I wanted to be. I committed to a daily routine of learning, either reading books on personal development, finance, entrepreneurship, and leadership, listening to podcasts and audiobooks during commutes and workouts, attending seminars, workshops, and online courses, seeking mentors and asking questions. This intentional commitment to learning expanded my skill set, broadened my perspective, and opened doors I never knew existed. What millionaires learn and how millionaires focus their learning on areas that directly impact their goals. Financial literacy, understanding money management, investments, taxes, and wealth strategies. Business skills, marketing, sales, negotiation, leadership, and management. Mindset mastery, psychology, emotional intelligence, resilience, industry knowledge, staying updated on trends and innovations in their fields. Personal growth, health, communication, productivity, and creativity. The goal is not just to accumulate facts, but to apply learning in ways that produce results. Strategies for effective continuous learning. Either create a learning plan. Define what you want to learn and why. Set goals for the books to read, courses to take, or skills to develop. Schedule daily learning time. Even 20-30 minutes daily adds up to thousands of hours annually. Consistency beats intensity. Use varied resources. Combine reading, listening, watching, and practicing. Different formats enhance retention. Take notes and reflect. Writing key insights helps internalize knowledge. Reflect on how you can apply what you learn. Join learning communities, engage with groups or forums to discuss ideas, share resources, and gain support. Apply knowledge immediately. Use what you learn in real-life situations. Action turns knowledge into power. Overcoming barriers to learning. Lack of time. Schedule learning as a non-negotiable part of your day, even if information overload. Focus on high-impact topics aligned with your goals. Avoid distractions, fear of failure, or inadequacy. Embrace a growth mindset. Mistakes are part of learning. Procrastination. Break learning into small, manageable steps. Celebrate progress. The role of curiosity and humility. Curiosity drives the desire to learn. Stay open-minded and hungry for new knowledge. Humility allows you to acknowledge that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. This mindset keeps you growing and evolving. How continuous learning fuels your millionaire word. Your spoken word declares your millionaire vision. Learning equips you with the tools and insights to bring that vision to life. The more you learn, the more confident and capable you become in turning words into action and result. Real-life examples of lifelong learners. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading and learning, crediting this habit for his investment success. Elon Musk is known for teaching himself complex subjects through voracious reading and curiosity. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, attributes much of her success to learning from failures and seeking knowledge. Your invitation: commit to lifelong learning. Today, no matter where you are on your millionaire path, commit now to becoming a lifelong learner. Let your curiosity lead you to new heights. Every book you read, every lesson you absorb, and every skill you master brings you closer to your millionaire reality. 10. Taking inspired action. The bridge between dream and reality. You have planted your word with intention, built unshakable faith, taken aligned action. mastered your mindset, embraced persistence, cultivated gratitude, built powerful relationships, mastered your time, and committed to continuous learning. Now, the final and most crucial step to turning your millionaire vision into reality is taking inspired action. Action is the bridge that connects your dreams to tangible results. Without action, even the most profound words, faith and mindset remain abstract concepts. But when you take inspired action, driven by clarity, passion, and alignment, you create unstoppable momentum that moves you forward. The power of inspired action. Inspired action is different from forced or frantic activity. It's purposeful and energized. It feels natural and right, even when it challenges you. It comes from your inner knowing and aligns with your highest goals. This kind of action builds momentum. Each step creates energy that fuels the next, creates opportunities. Movement opens doors and invites synchronicities, develops confidence. Taking steps, even small ones, builds belief in yourself, brings learning. Action reveals what works and what doesn't, allowing you to refine your path. Why many fail to take inspired action. Many people struggle here, even with a clear millionaire word and plan. Reasons include tikaf, fear of failure or rejection, overthinking and perfectionism, lack of clarity on next steps, waiting for the perfect moment, feeling overwhelmed by the size of the goal. The key is to move beyond these blocks with courage and simplicity. How to take inspired action every day. 1. Start small and build. You don't have to make giant leaps immediately. Break your millionaire goals into bite-sized, manageable steps. Completing small tasks daily creates consistent progress. 2. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to feelings and insights about what actions feel right and exciting. Inspired action often comes as a subtle nudge or strong inner pull. 3. Use your vision as motivation. Keep your millionaire vision vivid and present. When motivation wanes, reconnect with your why, the reasons you're pursuing this journey. 4. Set clear deadlines. Deadlines create urgency and focus. Commit publicly or to yourself to specific timelines. 5. Take imperfect action. Don't wait to feel one. Taking imperfect action is better than waiting indefinitely. Mistakes are part of growth. 6. Reflect and adjust. Regularly review your progress. Celebrate wins and learn from setbacks. Adjust your actions as needed. The relationship between faith and action. Faith without works is dead. Your belief in your millionaire vision must be matched with action. Taking inspired action is an expression of faith. It shows you trust the process and your word. Real-life examples of inspired action. Oprah Winfrey persisted through early career setbacks by consistently taking aligned opportunities. Tony Robbins built his empire by relentlessly sharing his message and taking bold steps. The role of discipline and consistency. Inspired action requires discipline, doing what's necessary even when motivation dips. Success comes from showing up every day, focusing on what matters most. How inspired action amplifies your millionaire word. Your spoken word sets the intention. Action creates the results. Each inspired step you take brings your millionaire word from thought into reality. Overcoming fear through action. Fear is natural but can be overcome by moving forward despite it. Each step taken weakens fear's grip and strengthens your confidence. Your invitation: take inspired action now. Don't wait for perfect conditions or permission. Start today with one inspired action toward your millionaire dream. Build momentum and watch your word manifest. My friend, if you've walked with me through all 10 steps of this journey, then you've already begun to shift something deep within you. Not just your mindset, but your vibration. Not just your belief, but your identity. You are no longer the person who wishes for change. You are now the person who commands it, with intention, with clarity, with the undeniable force of inner knowing. Because here's the truth: your words are seeds, your beliefs are the soil, and your actions are the sunlight. When you speak in alignment with abundance, when you believe in your divine right to prosper, when you act as if it is already done, the universe absolutely must respond. Why? Because it was never against you. It was only waiting for you to show up as the one who knows. Let me remind you again, you are not hoping for wealth anymore. You are allowing it. You are inviting it. You are declaring it, not out of desperation, but out of authority. You've stepped into the identity of a wealthy soul, a magnetic being, a receiver of divine compensation. The world around you is simply catching up. Your words are now laws, not suggestions, not possibilities, laws. When you say, I am a multi-millionaire, the energy of life starts aligning to fulfill that law. When you say, I receive unexpected money with ease, the channels begin to open. When you say, opportunities chase me down, they must, because your inner state has changed. And remember this always. You didn't need to beg. You didn't need to struggle. You didn't even need all the answers. All you needed was to start, to speak life before you saw life, to speak wealth before you held it, to speak truth before the evidence. That is the power. That is the path. Now carry this energy with you into every day. When doubt creeps in, speak your truth. When fear knocks, answer with faith. When the old self whispers limitation, declare your new identity louder. Your voice is the bridge between your spirit and your reality. So speak like it's done, walk like it's here, live like your wealth is waiting just around the corner. Because it is. And here's what I want you to remember above all. You don't get what you want. You get what you believe you already are. So become it in mind, become it in spirit, and the rest must follow. This is your season. This is your time. The doors are already open. Now go, speak your wealth, live your vision, and never look back. You were made for this, and it is already yours.